What's going on YouTube? In today's video, we're going to be talking about all the mods I've done so far to my 2017 Mustang GT. I've owned this car for right around 1.5 years, or we're going on the 2-year mark. And I just wanted to give you guys a full breakdown of all the mods I've done so far to this car. And then also give you guys some regrets that I have with some of the modifications that I did to this car. With that being said, we're going to first start off with the exterior parts. Alright guys, so exterior wise, we do have lowering springs. I believe they're the Eibach Sportline Pros. The previous owner of this car actually lowered the car, so I was able to luck out on going through the process of lowering the car and paying for the modification. But what I did do is I added 25mm spacers all the way around just to make the fitment more flush. I don't know if you guys can see, but let me show you guys just how the tires are lined up. As you guys can see, the tires are pretty much flush with the fender liner. So here's the front, pretty flush. So this mod was like $100 for the spacers, and I got them off of Amazon. There's a lot of good reviews from Mustang owners, and that is the reason why I bought them. And as for the second mod that I want to go over, we actually went with the MMD V Series spoiler. And this car came from factory when I got it with no spoiler. So adding this MMD V Series spoiler has just made the car look super aggressive. And yeah, I get compliments all the time. And a lot of people ask me like, hey, what spoiler this is? I don't know if you guys can see just how aggressive this is from the side. But yeah, this I think cost me right around $130, $150. But I did have to drill holes into the car. And if you're not afraid to drill holes, then this is a really good mod for you. Now the next mod that I've done to this car is just the Euro taillights. So I got these for right around $250, $260, and this is during Black Friday, so I was able to luck out on getting these Euro taillights. But honestly, I really love this how they look, and so I decided to go with the 2018 Plus style taillights. I just love the curvature of the taillights, and yeah, honestly, I just really love the look of how the gray matches with the clear tail lights. So this mod definitely is one of my favorite ones that I've done so far. So next on the list is going to be the Corsa Extreme exhaust. This exhaust has been nothing but amazing to me, and by far is my top exhaust. Behind that is going to be the Roush exhaust. But let me go ahead and just give you guys a quick startup. The car is warm, but I'll give you guys a startup on how the car sounds and do a couple of revs. So yeah, in my opinion, the Corsa Extreme exhaust is by far my favorite. And yeah, what I really love about it is that when you're in the car, there's no droning, it's silent, and it's basically loud when you want it to be loud. So that is the Corsa Extreme exhaust. And honestly, with the Corsa Extreme exhaust, it does have a different tone compared to Roush, Borla. It kind of sounds a little foreign, and I should honestly give you guys some clips. But if you guys check out my previous video with me going over the Corsa Extreme exhaust, you'll be able to hear how the car sounds. The next thing I want to go over is these black out markers right here. So I got these from Amazon for right around $20, but at nighttime, these actually turn white. So let me just go ahead and turn the lights on for you guys. So this was like $20 off Amazon, and I'll try to link all the mods that I have, down below in description. So the next mod is going to be tint. So I have 20% right here on the front, and then in the small window in the back we have 5%. So this made the car look really good, and I ended up having to replace the old tint because the old tint was brown, so I ended up going with ceramic tint. And this actually does help a lot when it comes to the car being in the sun. This really blocks out all the sun, so I definitely recommend that. And also guys, I did go with the sun strip at the top of the windshield. I was going to go ahead and put 35% tint on the front windshield, but I felt like if I did get pulled over for tint on the windshield, they're also going to try to get me for exhaust. And I've already spent well over thousands of dollars when it comes to exhaust, so I didn't want to risk it. Now for the next mod, that is going to be the S650 style headlights. Now I'm going to actually turn on the car just to show you guys how the car looks, but in my opinion, this is probably one of my favorite mods that I've done to the car. It has a little smoked accent to it, but I love the little 3-bar strip at the top. So let me show you guys what that looks like. So here's how the daytime running lights look like with the S650 style headlights. Makes the car look super aggressive and also kind of distinguishes my car from other S550s. So this was definitely by far one of the best mods I've done. My regret for these headlights is that I didn't get the ones that have RGB colors, because I could have probably changed the top strip to like red or blue or whatever color I wanted. At the time, you know, I just wanted to go for that clean appearance, but now that I think about it, I would have loved to be able to change the colors of the lights. So that is pretty much all the exterior mods that I've done to the car. Now as far as interior, you know, I recently actually just did this mod right here, but I installed custom seat covers from Kustom Interior, and these seat covers right here honestly have made the car feel like a brand new car. And as y'all can see, we have full red interior or red guts, but this is definitely the best one of the best ones I've done. And the reason why I say that is because not only does these seat covers have really good quality, but also just made the car feel like a brand new car. So this probably took me like what, 1 or 2 hours to install, but honestly have no regrets with the amount of time I spent installing it. So the next mod that I did was a custom carbon fiber steering wheel. As y'all can see, we have, you know, the red stitching with the carbon fiber stickers at the top and then also at the bottom. And honestly, this mod, you know, completely changed the interior as well, and I love how it matches with the red seat covers. So, you know, compared to the other steering wheel, it doesn't have the flat bottom, and honestly, this feels like super, you know, high quality for the price. So I got this for right around, I think, $250 off of Amazon. And guys, remember, if you do want to buy this steering wheel and everything like that I'm talking about, I'm gonna have links down in the description. But this right here, you know, alongside, you know, the red seats, you know, really change how the interior looks. I do need to go ahead and upgrade the head unit to the Dynavan 9. That's going to be coming very soon. But once I have that, then I think the interior is going to be pretty much done, unless I do like some starlights or something like that. But yeah, so this installation, I think it took me 3 hours. Once you get the, you know, the steering wheel airbag off, then everything else is just plug and play. There's a big giant bolt, a 25, I think it's a 24 millimeter bolt, but that came off super easy. But yeah, the hardest part was just definitely getting the airbag off the car. Next mod that we ended up going with is the weighted shift knob from Billet Works. As y'all can see right here, we have the Coyote logo on the side, we have the gearbox on the top, and then also on the other side as well is the Coyote logo. So yeah, this was right around $100. I definitely do think it was worth it compared to the OEM shift knob, and the other, I had another shift knob that was very light, but I like, you know, the way that this one came out, and I really, you know, bought it because of just the designs. So yeah, this is definitely pricey, but in my opinion, you know, definitely was worth it. And I would say the next one is going to be my dash cam. So I don't know if you guys can see, but we have, you know, a front camera, and then we also have the rear, and I can basically access all the files whenever I like. I have this for security purposes, but also at the same time, you know, if an accident does occur, I do have all the evidence recording. Now I kind of want to talk about the regrets that I have when it comes to all the mods that I've done. So if I was to start over again, I definitely would, you know, take my time on getting certain exhaust setups. So I don't know if you guys know, but I've had right around 5 to 6 exhaust setups. So I've had Borla, I've had Roush. All right, so in terms of performance, I don't have any performance mods, not even an air filter. The car is pretty much, well, the car is stock, 100% stock. So that is kind of my biggest regret when it comes to modifications for the car. You know, I spent so much time focusing on, you know, the tone of my car. I actually went with, 5 or 6 different setups before going with the Corsair Extreme exhaust. And so that cost me thousands of dollars. And that could have honestly been used for a full NA setup. It could have been used for a supercharger. So that is my biggest regret, is that, I just wanted to, sound a certain way. And, I tried new exhaust and didn't like them, and then ended up losing money on them when I resold them. So, that's my biggest regret, is that, the exhaust that I really wanted in the first place was the Corsair Extreme exhaust. And I didn't get that exhaust until now. As my current setup is the Corsair Extreme exhaust. And for me, I didn't want to spend, the money that it costs to get a Corsair Extreme exhaust. So I did like Borla, I did like Roush, but at the end of the day, the exhaust system that I wanted was the Corsair Extremes. And now that I have that, I'm very satisfied. I'm just kind of like, at the same time, like, dang, you should have went with the Corsair in the first place. That way you wouldn't have to spend, thousands of dollars. And those thousands of dollars could have went to, an ESS supercharger or a Paxton supercharger. So that is my biggest regret when it comes to modding my car, is that I spent so much time focusing on the way my car sounds and also not going with the exhaust that I wanted from the beginning. So if you guys are modding your car, just go with that exhaust, go with that part that you want, because you don't want to have to spend more money trying to try other setups when the setup that you wanted was going to cost a little more, but be the setup that you end up staying with for the long run.